Hi everyone, welcome to this video. This is Richie the Blind Hedgehog. Welcome into my shower. Yes, this is the place where I go naked, usually. So, but yeah, enough of this. I thought let's make another Bathtime video since I received a few plushies that were quite in loved condition. So I thought let's just give them a good bath. And since people like my Bathtime videos so much, I thought let's just make another one. So first of all, I just received this African wild dog today who was pretty loved. He is a lily toy. He actually looks really great. He should be about 18 inches long or 20 inches, something like that. He has a bit of a spotted, flecked coat, a beautiful long tail. But as you can see, he can use a bit of a... This plush was obviously used and... yeah, I think maybe it's just a good idea to have all the bacteria removed or at some point, just give him another smell. He has a beautiful dog face and and he has blue eyes, which is very special. And well, indeed. So he was definitely used a lot. People used to grab him by the back and by the leg and so here we go. This is his little brand. This is a lily toy. I believe these plushies are Italian. As you can see here, it's a bit better. There you go. So I'm just gonna put him into the bathtub. Look at his beautiful legs. This is a gorgeous plush. It's one of the plushes I actually can put like this, and then you can actually see its shape. But it's a really beautiful one. So there you go. I'm just gonna put him in. So I'm just gonna rub the back and yeah. Sometimes water really has a really good effect on plushies. Just push his head under. There you go. Yeah. The second one is my little husky here. Katie, this one came from you. He was a bit dusty, so I thought let's put him in the bathtub together with a wild dog. For his little face, he's overall pretty clean. So I'm just gonna put him in here. He's a little, that little husky that reminds me of Dubs. Always thought that this guy actually came from the university where you were. Actually, this guy is overall clean, just the face. Just we have to have a bit of the dust removed and all. It's much better already, but this guy wasn't really dirty. Unfortunately, this African wild dog is a bit worn out, so I'm afraid that there's not much we can do about his used condition. The hair is just a bit worn out, and the stuffing is just a bit irregular at some places. But mostly, sometimes you can just redirect the hair on the coat, and like this, sometimes the plushie looks much better afterwards. But he doesn't really have long hair on his coat. There's big Mickey Mouse ears and the hair in the ears too. Apparently its hair is not white in the ears, but this little guy is a bit darker than the ones from, see, here it's untouched and it's not white, so apparently it's a bit of a cream color. And the head too, because the hair on the head was pretty worn out. I just have every little bit of sweat and all kind of disgusting things removed. Usually when plushies are a bit cleaner, they look much better. Sometimes they just need a good bath, and most of all, that's all. He has a rubbery nose, it's not a hard nose. I actually see the head here. You can see the hair is so worn out, so I would like to make it look a bit better. I can only hope this helps. I would definitely not put it in the washing machine. So this plush has beans on his feet. His tail has a black band, black marking, and a white tip. Oh, I know some cute dogs who actually have that too. Let's see. You can actually see the water. See the water, how dirty it is already. I know the soap does a lot of it as well, but it's a good thing actually. You just touch the blush, all the dirt comes off. Dust, sweat, water, drool, everything that you don't want on a plush. But it's very normal that plushies actually have this. Plushies are not actually the most hygienic toys. Some children might have really bad reactions to them. And it's sometimes really a toy that is really the favorite toy. So sometimes it's a good thing to clean the plushies. Personally, I like the scent of my plushies too. Now here you see the hair is really neat. There's not much to do about it, but on the back, and in the neck. So I'm just gonna turn this guy over, see how, well, it's the kind of plush that's really heavy when he's wet. Again, you see here the hair is just neat. But sometimes it's just hard to feel where the hair on the plush, in which direction the hair was supposed to go. I really like the marking in the neck here. And he has a dark tummy too. So I just let this plush rest a little and just have everything removed and just rub him a little bit. I'll show you later how he looks when he's eventually clean. Now I just had him removed from his little tub, and I have been just absorbing all the water coming off. But as you can see, I've been brushing a little bit already. So what really helps a lot is when your plushie is actually soaking wet, and you can just, with a little cat brush, just redirect all the fur in the right direction, see? Just you have to see which direction it's supposed to go. Like this, you can just recreate the soft little coat of your plush. Actually, you can do it quite firmly. Now I'm holding my camera, but you can just take the plush firmly with one hand and brush with the other, and groom. I'm gonna say, groom it. For example, here you feel the hair going this way. Just going to accentuate this. It's pretty much like brushing your hair after having a shower to have it in the right haircut. It's pretty much the same. In my experience, it works well with plush too, but might depend on the plush, of course. I never had a plush which, for whom this method wasn't really successful. So, just that, as you can see, he has really long paws because obviously the child has been pulling them. This really long tail. So the tail is the same, as you can see. You see the hair going in the towards the shower there. So I'm just gonna brush the tail. like this, the hair will dry in the right direction too. Otherwise it's a mess. So it's pretty much like brushing a dead animal right now, but that's just the shape of it. See the hair here, how it's upwards coming now. You give it a nice direction. See, like that. There you go. And also here the hair on the chest. See, it goes downwards to give it a good brush. I use a brush with those little soft parts here, soft hair, just to make sure that you don't make markings on the plush when you brush. So there you go. This is actually what the result looks like after a good brush, after a good groom. So there you go. Also here on the side, now you can see that the hair goes pretty well in one direction, and that in general the plush will dry up, not to be messy. So just for the record, this way of treating the plush or its coat after a bath doesn't really if there is the new condition, the fur might not be as shiny as it used to be. It just makes sure that your plush doesn't get messy. That's all. It improves its condition, but it will not make the plush be new again. So of course, cannot expect that. But as you can see, I've been brushing all over the place, and it should be nice. So now I just let my towel do the rest, and hopefully it will just, absorb a lot of water, and hopefully tomorrow during the day will be dry. And now we can brush him again, groom him again. I've been treating plushies like this in pretty much the same condition, and now they look much better. All I can hope is that it will be the same for this one, because he really is sweet. So let's have a look at the little plushie once he's finally dry. So I've been cleaning up this plushie, brushing this plushie. I've been wrapping him in very good towels. We actually got these towels. They are pretty new. They are really good quality, and they absorb a lot. So that's what I've been using. It's just that mine are blue. You might have seen it in a previous part of the video. So this is what the plushie actually looks like. I use some daylight to show you when it's dry. So obviously it's still in a pretty used condition. The hair might be a little bit worn out, but the plush sure feels cleaner, less greasy, and softer. So you can actually see that the fur is not necessarily shiny, especially because this animal has a bit of a spotted coat. Here you can see again. So you can see that the grooming did a lot of work, did a good job. Still, we're talking about a plush in a bit of a loft condition, so here looks out really well. That's a hair from me, I believe. Oh no. But definitely this plush is a lot cleaner now. He has like beautiful blue eyes, so I chose a fitting sky blue color for him. I don't really have a name for him yet. I really have to make a work of that. I might do that in the evening. I still have to write down the names of some plushies and put little collars on them and stuff. Here the place he was pretty used to. And here, yeah. So it feels a lot cleaner, but it's still, the condition is... Let's say that the condition in which this plush is now better to me, because it is less greasy, less gross, and has much of a previous human scent. Also the muzzle, so as you can see, we can just improve the condition of this plush a little bit. Washing and grooming a plushie never kill the plush. I would just never use the washing machine for it. This plush has pretty floppy and long legs, but I believe someone was used to drag him around with the legs. But this plush is a pretty large plush, and so yeah, it is a pretty heavy one. So there you go. This is what it looks like. The tail is still a bit brushy, a bit messy. But with the right care, he will look just fine. And the tummy. This is what the tummy looks like. Because I've been grooming that too, did I? Very soft. And still a bit shiny. So there you go. This is the little washing video of my new coming African wild dog from Lily.